Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday. We've got a really fun workout for you today. We're gonna get started with our warm-up. We're gonna go 40 seconds on, 20-second transition. I want you to start with your jump rope. If you don't have access to a jump rope, I want you to do penguin claps. Remember, on our penguin claps, we're focusing on jumping higher in the air, clapping the hips 2 times while in air. Remember to bounce on the balls of your feet and then clap the hips 2 times. If the penguin claps are too challenging, then just perform jumping jacks. After that, we're going to go American, either kettlebell or dumbbell swings. On the American swing, we want to finish in this nice straight line here. We don't want to have our back overextended. The kettlebell is going to start on the ground. You're going to hike it through the legs and then lock out overhead. And then a half swing right back down to the ground. If it's too challenging to go overhead, go ahead and just go to forehead height, or even just shoulder height is fine. Focus on popping the hips. That will come in handy later for your cleans. Next, we're gonna go burpees facing the dumbbell or kettlebell. So I'm gonna have the dumbbells or the kettlebell set up here. For my burpee, my chest and thighs are gonna touch. I'm gonna jump up and then jump over. So that would be 1, and then I would turn around, face the other way, jump back over. Next, we're going to go back to our jump rope, penguin claps, or jumping jacks. And then the next 4 things here are all getting prepped for our barbell work. So for the first one, we're going to go weighted PVC hang clean. Anytime you see the word hang, that means you need to deadlift the bar first and then keep it above the knees. So I'm going to get set, ideally hook grip. Hands are just outside of my hips, shoulders are down and back for good posture. I'm going to push my knees out, send my butt back. This will be my start position here. I'm going to deadlift it up to my waist. I'm going to push my knees out, my butt back, stay above those knees. I'm going to pop and pull the elbows through. Notice at the top I have the bar just in my fingertips here. That allows me to get my elbows up higher. I'll come back down, stay above the knees, pop and pull the elbows through. So I'm just going to stay in between the knees and hips for the hang position. If I need to restart for some reason, I would deadlift the weight first and then go to that hang. If you're at home, what I want you to do is use either your 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells for your hang cleans. So same idea, I'm going to start by deadlifting the weight up to my hips. I'm going to hike my hips back and then clean the weight up to my shoulders. I can stay on the outside of my legs, or I can go in between the legs, almost like Russian kettlebell swing, if you will. Main thing with the dumbbells, guys, is keep them nice and close to your body. Don't swing them out here and then have them kind of flop onto your shoulder. Keep them nice and tight to the body. Next, we're going to go back to our PVC. This time we're going to go shoulder to overhead. So we're going to have a regular grip on the bar. My hands are outside of my shoulders. My core is going to be tight. I can use my legs to dip and drive. If the weight's heavy, I could also dip, drive under, and stand. If the weight's super heavy, I can dip, split jerk, and then return front leg, back leg, bar down. So you can practice any one of those options. They're all fair game when you see the word jerk. Next, if you're at home, what I want you to do is use your 2 dumbbells or kettlebells, and then you're just going to practice the same movement. So from here, I can push press, I can push jerk, or I can split jerk. Just make sure that the legs are back underneath you before you bring your weight down. Next, we're going to go weighted PVC hang clean and jerks. We're just going to pull these 2 things together into our movement. So remember, that first rep is a deadlift up to the waist. We're going to stay above the knees. We're going to clean and then jerk. So I'm locked out, I'll bring the bar back down, stay above the knees, clean, jerk. You can do the same thing at home. I'm going to have you go first, alternating sides with that clean and jerk. So first rep, remember, we're going to deadlift. We're going to stay in the above the knee, clean and jerk. I'm going to come down. I want you to switch arms to the other side, clean, jerk, switch. So you're basically just alternating arms during this period. And then lastly, if you're at the gym, we'll go empty barbell, hang, clean, and jerk. Again, deadlifting the weight first. And then if you're at home, I want you to go ahead and go back to 2 weights. We're gonna deadlift the weights up, and then hang, clean, and jerk. Practice going with the weights on the outside of your legs as well as the inside of your legs, and just see which one feels more comfortable to you. We'll take about 5 minutes to finish warming up, and then also grab any additional plates that we need for the workout. For our WOD today, guys, this is a 15-minute AMRAP. You're gonna start with 21 hang, clean, and jerks, 95 pounds for the guys, 63 pounds for the ladies, this is the RX. Then we're gonna go 21 burpees facing our kettlebell or dumbbell. RX would be 53 pounds for the guys, 35 pounds for ladies, and that's really more based on the height of the bell. Then we're gonna do 50 double unders. Then we're gonna go 15 hang, clean, and jerks, but we're increasing the weight, 115 and 78. 15 of our burpees facing the weight, and then 50 double unders. Then we'll go 9 hang, clean, and jerks, 135 for the guys, 93 for the ladies, and then 9 burpees facing that kettlebell or dumbbell, and then 50 double unders. If there's time remaining, I want you to perform max number of hang, squat, clean, and jerks at the 135-93. So for this, ideally this should take maybe 13, 14 minutes, so you should have just a little bit of time left, hopefully, to get in some hang, squat, clean, and jerks. So for the squat, clean, and jerks, what it means is I'm actually going to land in a squat and then jerk the weight overhead. So what that's gonna look like, I'm going to deadlift the weight up to my waist, stay above the knees for my hang. From here, I'm gonna pull myself into a squat and then press out overhead. I'll come back down, staying above the knees, squat, and then from here, if I need to adjust my hand position, maybe go into a split jerk, that's totally fine. Okay, it doesn't have to be all one movement like a thruster. You can pause at the shoulders and then go into your jerk. If you're only have one set of dumbbells or kettlebells, I want you to use the same rep scheme for today, and then still work through the other movements. If some of you maybe feel more comfortable just using one weight and not having to add plates onto the bar, that's fine. I would suggest maybe 95 for the guys, 63 for the ladies. Again, still follow the same rep scheme. For our newer members, I want you to use a light weight and focus on your technique. There's 45 opportunities here to get in really good hang, clean, and jerks. So use a lighter weight, focus on your form and technique. In terms of another option, we can scale the weight if the ones written are too heavy. So maybe you start 75 pounds for the guys, 53 pounds for the ladies, then you go 95, 63, and then finish at 105 and 73. We can sub a 200-meter run if we don't have access to a place to jump rope. You could also sub 50 of those penguin claps. That's my preferred option, rather than just doing single unders or even weighted single unders. You could also cut the number of reps in half, maybe do 25 double unders, or 1 minute of jump rope, specifically double under practice. And lastly, we can scale the burpee by stepping back, stepping forward, and even stepping over the weight. So if you're at the gym, guys, what this means is you're gonna have your barbell, you're gonna do your barbell work first, you're gonna move that off to the side, you're gonna put your dumbbell or kettlebell on your mats, you're gonna do your burpees over your dumbbell or kettlebell, then you'll move that off to the side, then you're gonna do your jump rope on the mats, and then you'll go back to the beginning with your barbell, etc. All right, guys, so lastly, we've got our core finishers. So we've got 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of transition, 3 rounds of each, and 3 movements. First one's gonna be our Russian twist, followed by a plank drag, and then some hollow body flutter kicks. If any of these movements are challenging with a weight, just remove the weight and do them body weight. You'll still get a good workout from it. So with our Russian twist, you're gonna get set up. Ideally, the feet are gonna be a little bit elevated. I'm going to twist fully from one side to the next. I'm gonna hold by the horns, come up and over, tap, tap, and I'll just keep going back and forth. Like I said, if that's too hard, then just pretend you have a weight in your hands and go side to side with your hands. For our next movement is a plank drag. So I'm going to get set up in my front plank here. So my hands are underneath my shoulders, my butt's tight. I'm going to then drag the weight across, place my hand down, switch to the other side. So you just need to bend the elbow a little bit to kind of pick the weight up and move it across. Like I said, if you need to not have a weight, you'll just hold a nice front plank position. And then our last move is going to be our hollow body flutter kicks. So for this, we're going to hold the weight overhead. So I'd suggest holding it by the bell here. Nice hollow body position, and then we're fluttering. If you need to scale, you can bring the knees in, bring the weight in over the center of your mass. You can still flutter, or you can hold. Or lastly, we can go without any weight and do our unweighted flutter kicks, or bring those knees in and flutter. So lots of options. As always, move well, that's our priority before we start adding weight. Guys, if you have any questions about today's program, please let me know in the comments below and in Zen Planner. Be sure to put how many reps you got total. I put the scoring sheet here, it'll also be in the description. Make sure you mention any modifications that you make to the weights. Have fun with this, good luck, and move well.